Hello, welcome to my individual project presentation for Geography 440. My name is Everett Spackman, and today I will be presenting my project, SLO Transit ITS Evaluation during COVID-19. Here is my table of contents. These are my research objectives. My first objective was to develop a spatial dataset of SLO transit service areas and routes prior to and after the COVID-19 shelter-at-home order. What this means is that I will be using internet resources to translate and import SLO transit data for use in my other objectives. My second objective was to understand how SLO transit service schedules have been affected by the shelter-at-home order. This means that I will use GIS to understand how destination access has been affected by shelter-at-home. Finally, my research hypothesis states, as a result of changes in services due to shelter-at-home, there will be more than a 10% increase in mean travel time while using SLO transit. Before we can begin with the analyses, we have to define what ITS is. ITS stands for Intelligent Transportation Systems. Geospatialworld.com defined ITS as the science of achieving traffic efficiency using spatial and temporal analyses. Transportation planners use ITS to help improve public roadway efficiency, such as increasing safety and accessibility in cars, pedestrians, and public transportation. This project will be involved with the latter aspect. The image to the right was taken from the San Francisco Muni website. It shows how complex a problem transportation can become, especially in urban environments, and demonstrates the need for ITS. What is SLO Transit? This is the public transportation system run by the city of San Luis Obispo. You may have seen their blue and yellow buses on the Cal Poly campus or around San Luis Obispo. They also operate double-decker style buses as well as tourist trolley buses. This map shows a normal SLO transit service schedule showing routes and bus stops in January of 2020. Transit data was acquired through transitfeeds.com, which stores transit data from all over the world as General Transit Feed Specification files, shortened as GTFS. The tools used to create this map were ArcGIS Pro's GTFS to Stops and GTFS to Shapes tools. What is a shelter-at-home order? Also known as a shelter-in-place order, this was a legal act implemented by the County of San Luis Obispo Public Health Department in response to the outbreak of COVID-19 in the United States. This order limited travel to only essential activities and restricted access to non-essential businesses. This order also affected SLO Transit. Planners at SLO Transit anticipated a lower volume of riders due to the shelter-at-home order, and thus cut more than half its routes. This map shows the SLO transit service schedule as of April 2020. Note the reduction in routes available. During a shelter-at-home order, businesses can apply for essential status, allowing them to keep their doors open. This map shows several classes of essential businesses displaying all the pharmacies, banks, and grocery stores located in San Luis Obispo. I created this data by using the Create Features class tool and using data from Google Maps and Yelp to locate the businesses. To complete my second research objective, I performed a service area analysis. What a service area analysis accomplishes is a calculation of how far one can travel on public transit and classifies the results by time cutoffs. The outcome of this analysis is that all essential services are reachable by any slow transit bus stop, but the travel time may vary between 0 to 60 minutes. This map shows the current bus stops and routes under shelter at home, as well as essential services. The orange polygons represent travel cutoffs, with darker shades representing longer travel times, whereas the lighter shades represent shorter travel times. The service area analysis was made in the Network Analyst suite. A network dataset was created based on the County of SLO's Roads All data, using the other tools shown. To test my hypothesis, I created a travel time analysis using the Origin Destination Cost Matrix OD cost tool. I created two separate matrices for both the January and April transit schedules. This measured all possible routes from any bus stop to any essential service, including any bus route transfers. The output is shown on the right as these two graphs. The outcome of these analyses show an increase of 26 seconds in mean travel time. This means that, due to the changes to service routes implemented as a result of shelter at home, there was a 1.12% increase in average travel time. The OD cost matrix was created within the Network Analyst suite. In conclusion, all of my research objectives were addressed and achieved. I was successful in importing and using slow transit data in ArcGIS Pro. The service area analysis of the April slow transit schedule shows that riders at any bus stop could access any essential service. The result of the travel time analysis did not support my hypothesis, as a 1.12% mean increase of travel time was found, far less than my predicted 10%. Here are the resources used to create this presentation. I hope you enjoyed this presentation, and thank you for your time.